countdown is going to start. We are going to start with the diversity visa lottery countdown. Okay, let me unmute. Sorry. Okay, just wait. What's going on? Why I cannot be able to hear anything myself? Now countdown. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live today with the title of the video, 50 questions on the diversity visa lottery applications. You need to know these 50 questions. So, I have organized this list of questions. These questions are going to be very, very key. Some of these questions have already been answered by the Department of State or the United States government, but some of the answers are becoming difficult for someone to understand if you're brand new the terminologies they are using. So I took some of these questions from the Department of State instruction website, but I'm going to give more details of each question I'm going to answer today. In addition to that, I've added some other important questions people have been asking me, and I'll have some bonus questions. So, bear with me, follow me, make sure that you understand all these questions. They are very, very wonderful questions. Questions have been assigned in terms of the eligibility, in terms of the application process, in terms of selection, in terms of even coming to America and being in a position to succeed in the greatest nation on the planet Earth, United States of America. I know some people might have different opinion on this particular point. So, some people they can say what other nations can be the greatest nations, but to me, still the United States is the greatest nation. So, let me start right now by going to put the questions. Question number 1 is on the board. The question is as follows. What do the terms native and chargeability mean in the diversity visa lottery application? What do they mean, these two important terminologies? What does that mean? The term native. What does it mean when we say the term chargeability? And how does that, or does one term apply or both terms apply when it comes to the diversity visa lottery application? When you apply for the diversity visa lottery, the key issue here is eligibility. Are you eligible to apply for the diversity visa lottery? In order to do that, number 1 item to look is the term native. What does the word native mean? And how does that apply to the diversity visa lottery? The term native, in a very layman, simplest way of expressing, means someone born in a particular country, regardless of someone's current immigration status, current nationality, current citizenship. Let me give the example. I was born in Tanzania, but right now I'm the citizen of the United States of America. But that doesn't mean that I was born in the United States. I'm a naturalized citizen. So no matter where you are born, that is where the country of eligibility is. So native ordinarily means someone to be born in a particular country, regardless of the individual's current immigration status or current citizenship on that particular nature. But also, the term native can be also used to charge someone or to attach someone to a particular application or eligibility to apply for the diversity visa lottery. Remember, the application for the diversity visa lottery, people people are assigned, are charged in terms of regions, in terms of countries. And this is according to the Immigration and Nationality Act, provision section 202 subsection B of the Immigration and Nationality Act, INA, which wants people to be able or to be charged to a particular country in order to be eligible to apply. So where you are born matters a lot. Let me give you the example. Your parents were refugees, maybe from Rwanda, went to Tanzania. You were born in Tanzania. Down the road you went back to Rwanda, or you went back to Burundi in your country, or you went back to Congo. Despite your current immigration status, current citizenship, you are Rwandese, but you are born in Tanzania, so the country of eligibility will be the country of birth. And this is the reason, because each country, because there is a numerical limitation on immigrants who can enter into the United States of America, which is based on the country and the geographical region. In that particular case, each individual must be allocated, must be charged to a particular country. So your chargeability, you are being placed in a particular country, is limited towards the particular country. We'll be talking down the road why one person or one country is not eligible for someone to apply. So your country of eligibility will normally be the same as the country of birth. But however, there are some situations where you can apply for the diversity visa lottery based eligibility on someone else. Just I can give one quick example. Let's say at the current situation, I'm making this video, the country of Nigeria is not eligible. Down the road will be eligible. We'll talk about why one country is eligible, why one country is not eligible. So if you are from the country which is not eligible, but you are married to a person from the country which is eligible, you can claim the country of chargeability, not based on the country of birth, but rather the country of birth of your spouse. So there are other kind of scenarios you can be able to do that. But each year, the country of eligibility and chargeability are going to be displayed or provided in the middle of middle of September, when they are going to announce the actual dates for the application. That is question number one, about what do the terms native and the term chargeability mean when you go to apply for the diversity visa lottery. Let's go to question number two. Question number two: can I still apply, obviously, for the diversity visa lottery if I was not born in a qualifying country? Can I still apply if I was not born in a qualifying country? This is what I've been saying a few minutes ago. There are some exceptions or circumstances can be allowing. As overall general practice, you are supposed to base your eligibility from the country of birth. But can you still apply if your country of birth is not a qualifying country? And I've said the country of birth are not permanent. These countries, the country not to be eligible can change. This year can be eligible, another year cannot be eligible. We'll talk about those reasons. There are too many circumstances where you can still apply even if your country of birth is not eligible country. Number one of the circumstance is if your derivative, by derivative we mean dependent, if your spouse was born in eligible country, was born in a country which is allowed to apply, and you as another spouse on the other hand, you are from the country which is not allowed, which is not eligible. So when you apply, you can use the country of birth. Let's say you put Nigeria, But the question will come, are you claiming your eligibility based on the country of birth? You'll say no. You'll say, I claim the eligibility based on the country of my spouse. So question number 6, you'll go there and say the country of chargeability is the country of your spouse. Then you can claim, if your spouse is from Ghana and you are from Nigeria, you can claim your chargeability or eligibility to participate in the diversity visa lottery based on the country of your spouse. And in that particular situation, if you claim your eligibility or chargeability based on the country of birth of your spouse, if you win or your spouse wins, you must come all together at once. Usually there is a question I will come to answer down the road. The question will be asking, or the question will be saying, what if I apply for the diversity visa lottery and I win? Can I come and my spouse come later? Can I go to the interview maybe today? My spouse can go interview 1 month later. Those options usually they can be applicable, but if you base your eligibility based on your spouse who is from the country which is eligible, you must go on the interview together on the same day, and you must be in the same plane, arriving in the United States at the same port of entry together, you, your spouse, and your children, because your eligibility is based on the country of your spouse. For that particular reason, you are not supposed to divorce, because if you divorce, your opportunity goes away. The second scenario or second circumstances where you can also be able to do that will be based on the country of birth of either of the parents, as long as neither of your parents was born in or was a resident of your country of birth at the time of your birth. Let me give you an example. The father is from Kenya. The mother is from Kenya. But let's say the father and mother, maybe they were students at the university, one university in another country. While they are studying there, they are not a permanent resident of that country. And you are born in that particular country. Or your parents are born in that country where they are not eligible. There is a circumstances where you can claim based on your parents. So that usually is very complicated one. Majority of people are, especially in Africa, in Asia, either you are born in country A, which is where you'll be able to claim your eligibility, or you marry someone. Majority of people are based on that particular situation. The key is, if you claim the alternative chargeability, that alternative that not in the country of birth, through either one of the two scenarios that are being given about the parents or the marriage, you must provide an explanation on the question number 6 of the, when you are filling the form, you have to do that. If you do any mistake of listing an incorrect country of eligibility or chargeability, and you cannot establish, that means you cannot establish that you meet that eligibility, you will be removed. Even if you win, you will be denied the visa. In a very simple way, let's say you are born in Kenya, and when you fill the form, usually the drop down menu for countries, there is Kenya and there is Kiribati or whatever. By mistake, you put another country, and if you win, there is no, it was a mistake. You have to prove you are a citizen of that country, you have eligibility of that country. Otherwise, you'll be denied the visa. So make sure that your country is properly put it there so that you can be able to do that. That is question number 2 of the diversity visa lottery. Someone must know in order to apply and to be able to know for sure if you win, you'll be able to do that. Question number 3 of the diversity visa lottery. Why do natives of certain countries not qualify for the diversity visa program? Why? Why do natives of certain countries not qualify for the diversity visa program? program. Few things you need to know. The diversity visa, just like the word is, the key word is diversity. That's why you need to know what is the purpose. Why does the United States government decide to have the diversity visas? The diversity visas are only intended to provide immigration opportunity for persons or people or individuals who are not from the high admission countries. Countries with the less number of immigrants in the United States of America. By immigrant, I want to clarify there, because there is a very big confusion again when it comes to the word immigrant. Someone can come in America as a student, you are doing bachelor degree, master's degree, blah, 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 blah. You are doing master's degree for 5 years. You know, I'm an immigrant here in America. No, you are not immigrant if you come here to study. You are not immigrant if you are here for visiting. You are not immigrant if you are here as a tourist or as a researcher. Even if you stay for 15 years, you are not immigrant. According to the United States immigration law, immigrant is a person who has a permanent legal residence in that particular country. That's why we have two types of visas. We have immigrant visas and we have non-immigrant visas. Non-immigrant visas are visas for people coming to America with no intention of staying in America on a permanent basis. In other words, you come in America to stay in America for a specified period of time as indicated in your visa. So if you come for the PhD for 5 years, meaning after 5 years you are expected to go back to your home country. So that is called a non-immigrant visa. But the immigrant visa, on the other way, is becoming permanent resident. By permanent resident means it is on your paper, you are becoming permanent. Not in your head, because someone can say, I'm going to study and on my head I'm going to stay there forever. Not on your head. If you come on your head, you are staying forever, you are still a non-immigrant. Immigrant is someone coming or getting the permanent resident status. So if you win the diversity visa lottery, you are getting the permanent residence card. If you get married to an American citizen, if you are a child and you are a parent, you are a citizen, you can sponsor, or employment can sponsor to get a permanent resident. That is what we call immigrant. So, in that particular case, we are referring the countries with less number of immigrants, less number of people with green cards. So that's why the diversity visa. We want to provide more diversity. The strength and the beauty and the everything about America is the diversity here in America. So for that particular case, the diversity visas are intended to provide or to